Good morning, everybody. It's Steve Levy. I am the publisher of USC24x7.com, the home of our Game Day Predict the Score weekly challenge. We have a new game about to start September 1st. See you in Las Vegas. We just got our tickets. We're staying, I think, at the Mandalay Bay. So, hoping to see a bunch of Trojan fans and a few LSU Tigers out there. I have some close friends who live in Louisiana, so hopefully they're going to be able to make it, and we can have some fun, and hopefully see all of you out there as well. Game day has been a game that has been used for the past 5 years, and it gets a little better each year. I know on the back end, it's been a bit of a challenge keeping up with the scores as they happen. But the new game has an email system. It has a quick editor so that Twitter and Facebook and all the fun social medias that we entertain with, they can all get updated with a push of a button now. So I'll tell you what, when you're on the road with a cell phone, this game has been nothing but challenging to get out there. But I want to special thanks to all the past winners. You guys have been great. This year we have 160 members signed up, so there's no fee to play game day. As you all know, those of you new, of course, you wouldn't know, but this is a game where you predict the score, and like golf, the lowest score, 0, would be a perfect score. If you guess both teams' actual scores, you'd have a score of 0. At the end of the season, and depending upon how many people sign up, our sponsor will put in anywhere from a $250 pool to a $500 pool. Last year we had a $500 pool. He waived the minimum player limit, if you will, from 100, and he allowed the $500 pool just to test the water. So I think we ended up with about 35, not close to the 100 he was seeking. But this year he's willing to try it again. So we're hoping to get closer to 100. We're at 21 players today as of July 1st. Wow, July 1st. And it's dog days of summer, everybody. We are heading to Vegas Sunday. Yeah, I had to think about that. Sunday, September 1st. You can tell where my head is at. I'm looking forward to it. Being in the kickoff game is a statement for the program. We haven't been a consideration for that since, shall I say, the Helton era. Pause for my brain to clear it out for a moment. That name was supposed to be wiped from my memory banks. I guess not. So I was at the Arlington game. Actually played good for about 7 minutes, and then disaster. So let's hope that LSU is going to see a different staff, a different group of kids, of course, and the amazing game 2 of the Miller Moss era. We all remember the Holiday Bowl. Let's hope that he has minimum half the performance of the Holiday Bowl. And I'm going to predict he's going for 4 to 5 touchdowns this game. I don't think he can be stopped. This kid has been studying for years now under some of the best, and with the guidance of Lincoln Riley, I think Miller Moss is going to be toast of the town. He'll get himself into that early Heisman discussion, way too early game 1, of course, way too early July 1st, but it is what it is. That's what we talk about. Miller Moss has that capability, that attitude, and an amazing release. He gets rid of the ball under 3 seconds pretty regularly. Not a great runner, but he can run. I mean, he's taken off and he's shown you what he can do. But he does it kind of like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold could run at will, but he chose to stay in that pocket as long as he could. But if he had to, he took off. That's Miller Moss. Miller's got a touch on the ball. I still see the Louisville game and the Holiday Bowl when that incredible in-stride catch by Deuce and the touchdown that resulted in that throw and the hit that Miller took. And then he, like a cat, he bounces back up and his head swivels to the end zone. You can see that over and over again, and you just can't stop just applauding that play. He didn't see the rush coming. maybe saw a twinkle of it at the last second there, but he stayed locked on Deuce and hit him in stride. And Deuce was breaking away. He literally was 2 or 3 yards ahead of the closest defender. So I think we're going to see some of that. LSU is going to have an interesting team. We're not really 100% sure. But then again, who has surety of USC, especially on our defense? It sounds good what we're hearing coming out of spring camp, early summer chats that we're starting to build on. But this coaching staff has the track record. This coaching staff has done it in a program that didn't really care too much about defense for decades, UCLA. And now here we go. So the athletes are starting to come back to USC. The size is starting to get deeper, still not deep enough, but we're in the Big Ten. So buckle up, everybody, because this year's Big Ten is going to be an eye-opener. I think we're going to surprise in some cases, but we may be disappointed in others as we go up against some of those deeper teams with those lines that just keep coming in, and they're all plus 300 pounds. So as Lincoln Riley continues to rebuild the team, the fan base gets more and more energetic towards what could be. And we're hopeful that this year we'll start off with a big win in Las Vegas at the kickoff game for college football 2024. Nobody can predict the outcome of any game or any season. We've all seen what happens when injuries come up. And yes, I will be replacing number 13 here, right there, with a little number 7 going in there. So we'll be doing a new backdrop for the start of the season with our game day video channel here. And hopefully before the beginning of the season, I'll run everybody through a recording of how to use game day and how to log in. It's pretty simple. You just go to the USC24x7.com page, go up and click on login. When you log in, if you don't have an account, you can set one up pretty quick. There's no fees ever. And you can go in and configure your back office and how you want it to portray your name. You can use whatever name you want. You can have a character name. You can put an icon on there, whatever you desire. From there, you go into my guesses and you can start plugging in your weekly scores. I recommend, I know those of you that have been around for 4 or 5 years, I recommend you go in right now so that our sponsor can see how many people we have registered and playing, 2 different things, and put in all 12 games, put them all in, and come back every week right before game time and edit your scores, because injuries happen. Changes happen. Performances may be mixed, and there may be, sudden coaching decisions that change the outcome of a game. So you can edit your scores in the week of a game, up to 30 minutes to kickoff. So please go in, those of you, 160 of you that are registered to play, and put in the entire season. I say this because 4 of you out there were pretty upset last year when you had the lowest score, could have won, but you were missing one game. And it was game 1 that you were missing. So please go in, make your score predictions, come back every week. I'll be putting out alerts to those of you that are registered just on Twitter as well, just so that you can keep up with this game. And, top prize, if we get to a $500 pool, is $250. So not bad. I think you could do some things with that money. So send it out to your networks, get more Trojan fans energized. We're looking at expanding this game now that we're in the Big Ten. We may make this open and do a kind of a test run next year where we add another team schedule to our schedule. Right now it's all USC. And my intentions is to keep it that way and maybe sprinkle in some big games during the year that may not be USC. So with that, I'm going to let you all go. Here's to the dog days of summer. They're here. It's 100 degrees up here in Northern California and getting warmer. Happy 4th of July, everybody. And stick to the game plan, as they say. This could be a wild season. We could seriously surprise or just have a nice rebuilding year. My money is on surprise.